down right now. But it is good practice on the first and goal, all the way into the end zone. Pass one-handed, caught in zone!
What a catch by Kyle Perales, climbing the ladder, slipped up just a little bit there, but he's all smiles now. What a grab in the corner of the end zone. Looking like a mid-season form right there. Perales with the catch. Pirates are on the board.
Pirates on the board, first points of the game. And that allows them to be able to have the first lead and make the score 6-0. And now Bears going fast on offense. Coach urging them to go fast, rolling right, looking, passing it left side, and it is caught, and not for a first down, maybe a little bit short, but we'll see where they mark the ball. And officials, they will call it a first down on the pass completion by PSJA. Bears on a first down and 10, 3 receivers to the left, correction. Two and two together. Rolling left, looking, passing it left side, and it looks to be incomplete. Falls and drops into the ground. Actually, correction, it was caught, and they will call it a second down play.
That was a completed pass over on the far side. Actually, Bears head coach Lupe Salinas is here in attendance.
Keeping an eye out on his offense, seeing how they're playing. PSJA Bears, back in the 2012, they weren't much of a passing offense. They ran the ball most of the time. They relied on the counters and audibles to be able to trick their defenses. And a deep pass on a wide open one-handed grab from the right arm, and that's a touchdown for the Bears. And holy cow, that was one heck of a touchdown pass. As he looks to the left, couldn't find anybody open, saw an option on the right side. He threw it deep, a little bit underthrown behind him, but fortunately the wide receiver was there to catch it for that touchdown. Now we are tied at 6 apiece.
Correction, Lupe Rodriguez. Excuse me, I said Salinas. Lupe Rodriguez is in a couple, I want to say his third, fourth year there at PSJA, and he really brought that air raid attack to the PSJ Bears. And the big question, last year was having to replace Troy Guajardo, who had been a staple for the Bears, and then they had Sanchez step in and did a fine job. And now the question, who's going to be the quarterback for the Bears this fall, hopefully when we get some football going?
Hopefully we'll get some football going, and the way things are, it looks like we may have football going on. Football in the NFL is for sure happening. In college football, there are a couple of conferences that have declared that they will not have football for the fall season, the Big Ten being one of them. However, schools such as the Big 12 and the SEC have declared that they will have football. There have been some small-ranked schools that have also declared not to have football season. The University of North Texas declared they will have football season, but the rest of their sports will have spring games. And pass on the right side on the drag route, it is complete. He's going to be a little bit short of the first down. We'll see, will the officials spot him? And officials look like they're going to call it third down and just short. So the Hidalgo offense tied at 6 apiece. They scored the first touchdown on the game by the help of Perales. Let's see if they look his way in order to get this first down. Third down, and quick rush, rolling right. Quick pass, incomplete, so that'll be the first turnover on downs for either team. The PSJA Bears are going to get the ball back, and let's see if they can increase their lead as they're tied 6-6.
Jacob Martinez was the quarterback on that drive, and just like we talked about earlier, Alex, the Pirates swapping quarterbacks. So on that drive, Martinez comes up empty for the Pirates.
And with that empty drive, it looks like they'll more than likely be switching quarterbacks for the next drive and see how well the other ones play. As the Bears are in their own quarterback audition themselves as well. As you mentioned, they are looking to replace one of their star players this season, and we'll see who the PSJA Bears starting quarterback will be in the coming months. As it's a first down ball at the 40-yard line, clock ticking down to 17 minutes. And PSJA Bears taking a quick snap, looking, quick pass, and it is incomplete. Good coverage by the secondary of the Pirates. 2nd down and 10. The Bears offense in the last game didn't really show that much flash. They've had some big plays. In this game, they haven't had that many big plays. They've relied mostly on the short passes and being able to wear out the defense. Let's see if they continue to do that. And it's looking on the left side corner. Pass is caught. And is it enough? Not enough for a first down, but it is going to be 3rd and manageable. So the Bears have a chance to be able to get a first down here. And should they get the first down, that just brings them one step closer to scoring a touchdown and taking the lead in this game. Bears on a 3rd down and crucial. Showing cushion coverage with a press coverage on the outside. Rolling right. Looks like it's going to be a deep pass. It is caught and looks like enough for a first down. As the player for the Bears slips but lands at around the 21-yard line. Make that the 20.
So if you haven't already, be sure to follow us on social media. Give us a like on Facebook at Rio Sports Live. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter also at Rio Sports Live. Continuing to trend upward as sports continue to make their way back.
Oh, good sidestep as the player for the Bears is hit, but he gets the extra yardage he needs. No flag. While there is supposed to be no contact, no extreme contact, there is a little bit allowed just because these accidents can happen and some are unintentional.
Right, and it just depends on the league. I want to say George has adopted the pylon rules where there's a little bit more contact allowed than the traditional UIL 7-on-7 that we're accustomed to seeing. Now there's no contact allowed.
And the first inside run of the game, and he's touched. That's more than likely just to get some yardage, and no one saw that one coming.
Right, yeah, and I'm more of a fan of the pylon rules than I am of the traditional rules because of the fact that you can make some contact and they will let you get away with a little bit of jawing, more so than in your traditional league, along with the contact.
And it allows him to just toughen up and pass to the left side. Caught, and is he in the end zone? Yes, he is. Does he have possession? Yes. Touchdown, Bears. And a good touchdown pass, similar to the last touchdown we caught, where we saw where it was an out route and resulted in 6 points for PSJA. And that's the 2nd touchdown of the game for PSJA. Less than 15 minutes left in the game. Score right now, 12-6. Pirates, let's see if they can respond on this next drive. We've had some very fascinating games.